Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Lukey3262 here from theshavingcadre.com. I am getting ready to do my New Year's Eve shave. We've got, tonight is going to be Russian New Year. My wife is Belarusian, and so it's a big deal for her. This afternoon she'll be talking to her parents on Skype. And their New Year's is at 3 o'clock, and then of course we'll stay up till midnight. But in the Soviet Union days, Russia was big into New Year's because they didn't have Christmas. They didn't get to celebrate Christmas for many years. So anyway, this is kind of the big night. So we've been busy cooking all day long, making Russian salads. Yesterday I was making a dish, pretty much took the whole day. It took 8 hours to boil down some meat. To make a jellied meat dish, which most Americans aren't into, but my wife is. So today I'm going to shave with Yardley shaving soap, vintage Yardley. I've been really into this soap. I actually think I bought 8 pucks of it, or 8 bowls of it here in the last maybe month or so. So I've been kind of hitting it hard. But I've made a little dent in this one. Been working on it for several months. Yardley from the 1940s, I'd say this is probably mid-late 40s. It came from a set, which is in a Christmas set for, I think it was 1946 or 1947. So old stuff. What is that, 70, maybe 75 years old, something like that. Wonderful soap. So that's what we're going to shave today with. The brush I'm going to use to lather up is a new brush to me, which I'm in love with also. This is my Sorrentino Brushworks Badger brush. It's a fantastic brush. I've been using it for about 2 or 3 weeks. And we're gonna go ahead and start getting loaded up. So, a few things going on here at the Shaving Cadre right now. It's the end of the year, so we got a lot of stuff popping up here for the first of the year. Namely, a few things that I'm into. For one, we've got the Shaving Cadre Weight Loss Challenge. The Weight Loss Challenge thread is open. You can still sign up. Actually, you can sign up all the way through to May. The weight loss challenge runs from January 1st all the way through June 1st, or rather May 31st. So if you'd like to lose some pounds and get some support from the guys, please do join us. Last year I was the runner-up to Spider. Spider, I think he lost like 55, maybe 60 pounds. I can't remember how much he lost. I think I ended up losing 53 pounds. I was like 233 pounds, and I was down to 180 something. Kind of hard for me to remember exactly how much I lost. I'm pretty sure it was 53. But this year, I think I've gained back about 25 pounds. I think I ended up kind of let myself go this last half of the year. I've had pretty stressful job and busy with family, and then I knew that the weight loss challenge was coming up, so I've been kind of hitting the sweets hard this last few weeks. I don't think there's really a good excuse, but been hitting it hard. I think I'm well loaded. I'm good. Yeah, so we've got that going on. We also have the enjoy. I think my thread name is Enjoy What You Have thread, quarter 1. For us that have gone a little nutty, call it what you will. Yeah, I guess it's a sabbatical thread. I know that the guys that are in the the CEC, the Central Enablement Center, I know that they're after us hard. That hasn't even started yet, and they're trying to keep us from not purchasing anything. Not purchasing anything. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm enjoying what I have for the first 3 months of the year without purchasing anything wet shaving. So that's another thread that you can join with us. I'll put that in the comments. I think it's great to use what you have. I have more stuff than I could probably ever use in a couple lifetimes. Why do I need 7-8 pucks of Yardley? It'll probably take me 10 years to use all that because the stuff lasts forever. And then lastly, as far as threads go that's running right now, there's a 3017 thread, so use what you have for January. I think that one is up and running. I'm going to be in that one too, and I think I'm probably going to use Yardley because I'm in love with it. So I'm going to get the shave started instead of blabbing. I've already done a lot of that, but yeah, that's what's going on with us right now. This brush that Eric has made for me is amazing. We put an AP Shave Co. I think it's a super high density 28 millimeter fan knot in it. And let me tell you what, it's gotta be the softest brush I own. But I've been really lucky to get to know Eric a little bit more over the last few months. Really great guy, excellent artisan. He has really hit it out of the park with a bunch of his brushes. I'd seen his previous work, but what he's got right now is just, what he's producing now is just amazing. He produced another brush for me, a wood brush. I believe it's paddock, maple, and walnut, and a synthetic, and a chubby. I've got a 24 millimeter synthetic in this. Amazing brush. I mean, just the quality that he's producing is fantastic with an awesome CA finish. And I got to tell you, once he's got everything, especially once he's got the knot and everything, I'm amazed at how fast he can get the brush finished up. But I was also lucky enough that he ended up drawing me for the Christmas Secret Santa, the Rudolph gift exchange. And so I ended up getting 3 of his brushes within the span of a month, or rather 2 months. And here's my Christmas exchange brush right here. It's amazing. Guess it's an old vase or jar design with this must have been poured by him as well. With, I believe it's got a 24 millimeter AP Shave synthetic in it as well. Let me just tell you what, those AP Shave knots, I mean, I've just said that this one's super soft. They're just fantastic. I've never used one before, and I'm gonna have to go back. I've got a whole bunch of vintage brushes that need an update, so I can totally see myself reaching for that. I think I got carried away talking, and I overloaded this brush quite a bit, so need a lot of water. Usually don't need quite as much, but then again, this brush is really wanting to hang on to the lather, so we're just about there. But yeah, I can't say enough about Eric. I will also add that a buddy of mine, who's also on the forums, his wife contacted me asking for help with a Christmas present. So he had just commented on how nice my new shaving brushes were that I showed him pictures of from Eric. And so I sent her screenshots, and she thought getting him a Sorrentino brush would be the way to go. So I contacted Eric, and I think this was maybe 3 weeks before Christmas. And I could not believe it. He was able to, between me procuring the brush knot and him turning it, he was able to produce another one, similar to that wooden one that I have, but with a different blank. I think the dark woods were on the outside. He was able to produce that and get it out to her just in time for Christmas so that my buddy could have an awesome Christmas present. So, yeah, I just say Eric is just knocking it out of the park. All right, I think that does it. That's Yardley for you, man. Nice, thick, beautiful, shiny lather. Definitely yogurty. Probably seeing it shine on my face. Excellent lather. All right, now that I've been talking for 11 minutes, I'll go ahead and get shaven. Razor today is a CV Heljestrand MK32, one of my favorite razors. Loving this razor. I've had it now for probably 6-7 months. Love it so much I have 4 of them. So I'll go ahead and get started. Boy, getting sloppy with the lather today. Now this MK32, it has a vintage conical edge on it. Yeah, I picked up that vintage conical. It's only about 1 inch wide, but picked it up from yard sale, maybe about 9 months ago. It's really become my favorite conical. It just puts an excellent edge. And this one kind of feels a little bit extra sharp, actually. I mean, compared to normal keenness off of a conical, this one really hits it out of the park. But it's just super smooth and comfortable, and everything I want in an edge. Really, I mean, I have 3 stones that do amazing that I wouldn't trade for the world. I've got a jasper hone. Can't think of the name of the company I bought it from. But I've got a jasper hone, which, by the way, is amazing. If you haven't used one, I believe it's a Colorado jasper. I think it's marketed as Ancient Ocean Jasper. I believe Major Rich has one. I know he has one. He's rich. He's got a 8x3. And I just have the traditional barber size stone. I think it's 2.5 by 6. Wonderful, wonderful stone. Couldn't be happier with it. I will say I picked it up and it had quite a bit of flattening to do. So if you're buying it for razor hones, you're going to have to flatten it. I don't know that the guy has really turned it around yet, but when you're flattening jasper, it's just as hard, if not harder, than an Arkansas hone. So probably want to use some sick powder if you're going to. I used diamond plates and it took me hours. And my third go-to is my Escher. I have a blue-green Escher, Barber's Delight, which I've had for many years. I love the stone. It's one of my first stones, and it just hits it out of the park every time. But I gotta tell you, I've mostly been reaching for in recent past. For my jasper or my conical. Sure you guys can tell I'm in need of a haircut. Unfortunately, the barbershop I go to, they've had COVID. So one barber catches it and leaves the shop, and then the next barber catches it. So they've been kind of down for over 2 weeks now. And I'm one of the lucky ones. I don't have to hit all the crazy angles to get a great shave from the straight. To be honest with you, I just need a little bit of cleanup and I should be done. I'm probably gonna do, I'm gonna use my Schick adjustable injector on my neckle region and my upper lip. Just a little quicker. I've got to get going here shortly because, like I mentioned, my wife's parents are on the phone and their New Year's is kind of a big deal, so got to get back with them. But usually I'll take a little bit more time with the straight. I just don't have that extra time today. But usually, like I said, for the most part, 2 passes gets me about 90% there. And then that last little bit, a little detail work, and I'm done. Some guys I know do a full 3 or 4 pass shave. I just don't find it necessary for myself. Even some of the face stretching techniques that some of you guys use, I don't really need as much. I know what Barber Dave does an ear pull. I don't think it does as much for me. I don't think I have as much skin as he does yet. Yeah, it's an old guy dig. Then again, the chubby cheeks helps me, so. The old CVH does a good job. Now later this afternoon, I believe it's 6 o'clock, we have the Shaving Cadre New Year's Eve. It's probably 7 or 8 o'clock for me. So I'll be at that. But looking forward to that for sure. And we'll be eating lots and lots of different Russian foods all evening long. Just in time for the initial weigh-in for the weight loss challenge. Running the 1st through the 5th. All right, I think that does it. And you know, I see a lot of guys that do their shaving videos. They've got the perfect skin, you know. For me, due to a gluten issue and a few other allergies, I've always had trouble with pimples and stuff on my face. Always, right around in this area. So, I mean, it's no fun, but part of life, you know. So, yeah, I'm gonna have a little weeper here or there from catching them, or you know, I got a little skin tag under my chin right here now that I seem to always catch, but it doesn't matter what your skin type looks like. If you want to post a shaving video, post a shaving video. I always finish up my shave with a little Thayer's cucumber, and this bottle I'm working on comes from Spider. Excellent skin saving properties. And from that shave, I just wanted to show you, I still have that much shaving soap left over. I mean, plenty for another 2 passes or so. It's fantastic. So, of course, I loaded a little heavy. So, of course, I'm going to have a little extra left over, but you know what? I'd rather have too much than too little. So, we'll be staying up nice and late tonight. I'm going to run to the store here, grab us a little bubbly, and I think I'm going to drink beer for my last night before I start the keto diet tomorrow. So I think I'm going to go with, I'm going to look for Dragon's Milk, because I recently received a soap and an aftershave from Novice Wet Shaver at the Shaving Cadre, which is a CBL shaving soap. And I've always wanted to, I think I've tried Dragon's Milk. I can't remember if I have or not. So I'm like, I want to try it again. I can't remember. So I'm just going to try it. Again, I mean, it's been long enough if I have tried it that I don't remember it. I used to be a beer salesman, so I sampled all of that stuff. So there's no telling how many I've tried. Okay, aftershave today. I'm going to go with Taylor of Old Bond Street's Sandalwood aftershave. A favorite of mine. I did receive a bottle of that in a trade from Novice Wet Shaver, so I think I'm up to 3 or 4 bottles now. I think 4. I think I've got one that is in an unmarked bottle. Oh yeah. Gotta smell good for the holiday, guys. And I'll go with Art of Shaving, Sandalwood Balm today. All right, so that does it for the shave. I do want to say Happy New Year to all of my friends. A lot of you are family. I mean, the guys that we get together for our game night and for our get-togethers, y'all are just wonderful people. I'm lucky to know you. So I wish you all a happy, healthy, enjoyable next 2022. And then on a final note, I want to just extend prayers to our friend Doug that lives in Colorado. I know that there's grass fires that are raging near his home. He said that there was homes within a mile or 2 of his house, I believe, that were burning. And I know it got worse last night. So we're just praying for him, hoping that he gets to be in his home for New Year's. I hope he does. And that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year. God bless, and we'll see you next year.